That's great. Hello from Bangor, Northern Ireland. A bin lid is not the most versatile of musical instruments, but a chorus of them banging on the road can make one hell of a noise. They're in the village. They'll be coming out this way soon. Dinner stopped. Dishcloths dropped. Out round the back to find a metal dustbin lid. One per house, so we'll have to borrow one for a while. Thank goodness there's no Catholics in the road because I don't think theirs would ring out as well as ours. Here they come. Rattle them on the road. Away on home, we don't want yous here. Bang, bang, bang. The passing soldiers, looking out at a bunch of old dolls and young bucks, must wonder what strange ritual this is. Job done. We have defended our rights once more. The British Army must be shaken to the core. Where's Edna? She was here a minute ago. And as we look down the road, Edna creeps up behind us. All 5 foot of her appears from nowhere like Boadicea with her bin lid and scares the proverbial out of us all. I didn't know there was a gap in the hedge and I fell through it. Behind closed doors, the evening news and views bring out all sorts of knee-jerk bile. Feelings are raw. It's them or it's us. I'm lucky because I go to a school where some of them are my best friends. And though we walk through confused times and often do not literally mention the war, I know they are flesh and blood like me, that they've the same worries, that this is all very bewildering. I listen and I keep my views to myself. A few years later, I'm studying in Southampton. It will be a significant year on many fronts, because I'm walking in a strange land where they don't even offer you a biscuit with your cup of tea. Northern Ireland is always on the news for the wrong reasons. It's a cold Monday morning, and I enter the common room, just a classroom really, where the Spanish students can mix and relax. 2 fellow students from England come up to me and ask me sharply, "What did you think of yesterday? It's fucking terrible, the bastards." What are they talking about? The shootings in Derry, shooting those innocent people, a fucking massacre, fucking army. Whatever I'd been doing, I've heard nothing of it. I find myself defending an action about which I do not know the details. Well, they must have a good reason, I said simply. You don't understand. I actually don't understand. And as I read the news reports and hear conflicting views, I can hear my granny saying, "If you believe all you read, you'll eat all you see." Mrs. Barfoot, my landlady, is a talker. "I'm sure I don't understand. I would never say anything about what happens over there. It's very different, isn't it? Such a sad thing. So many killings, and for why? For why, I ask myself. Why should our young men go over there to be killed? It's nothing really to do with us. Do you want more potatoes?" My cousin, who's a year younger, has cancer. They've amputated his arm and shoulder to try to stop it, but in vain. In the midst of all going on around them, our family travels in hope to hospital in Belfast. They pray hard, but to no avail. A young life lost. And it strikes me hard as I seem a million miles away. It also strikes me hard that there are so many other young men like him in Belfast losing their lives. For what? It's a miserable year. The only good news coming out of Northern Ireland is the golden girl, Mary Peters, whose ball of lead, which she throws for a few glorious days, ironically brings joy amidst all those lead bullets which rob us of. I'll be spending my year in France at the end of this calendar year. Fast forward almost 20 years, I'm teaching and loving it, and I want to do something about bringing our young people together. Many of them live in the States, where there's a great deal of paramilitary action. I talked my school into letting me do an exchange with Cooperation North. To be part of it, I have to do some training. That's the deal. What do you mean? I'm the one driving it forward, so how could I be a bigot? 2 weekends with the inimitable Jerry Tyrrell and his team prove otherwise. They break us down and build us up again. Peacemaking is not for the faint-hearted. It is a constant battle against learned behaviour. Paired with a strong United Irelander, we work through the exercises. I am made to listen to his views and to repeat them, and my orange lips are bitten to nothing. It's equally so for his green lips when I come back at him with my opinions. But we listen and try to understand each other's points of view. The teachers do the exchange first. I've been paired with a lady who is not afraid to speak her mind. Her opening gambit at our dinner table is, the IRA has been the best thing to happen up here. Shake you all up a bit. It's either listen politely to what she has to say first before responding, or stab her in the hand with a fork and tell her to fuck off out of it. We listen and discuss and are still friends all these years later. So I want to be a peacemaker. Not that there was much hostility toward anybody in our house beyond just a Catholic, which is very nice. And it's a pupil who teaches me the importance of communication. We visit our partner school in the south of Ireland, the South, the Free State, the Republic, era, you see, not easy at all. I do a radio interview in which I reject the notion of a reunited Ireland and put forward my reasons. On my return, a pupil says, but Mr. Ewart, we all thought that's why you were bringing us down here, because you wanted a united Ireland. My mummy wasn't going to let me come. It rocks me. It makes me verbalize what peacemaking is for me. Not at all. I want you to have your own views and to listen to the opposite views that someone might have, but not to harm them or kill them for having that view. And to be prepared to change your mind rather than stubbornly holding on to views that have been passed down to you. I could hear the silence, just like the silence after those bin lids had stopped banging on the road all those years ago. She was processing my response, and so was I.